Hi, Jody Olette here again, and welcome back. This is part 4 to our Toxic Homes video and article series. And again, the purpose and really my mission with bringing this video series to you is really to educate you and to educate families about, products, things that we are being exposed to or consuming on a daily basis that could be affecting the overall health of your family. And so if you have not accessed the first 3 parts to this series, please come on over to my blog. There should be a link by this video, and you can go ahead and read the complete article series and watch the videos. I encourage you to read the complete article because the videos are really more solution driven and does not go into the same amount of detail regarding the problem as the articles may. And so what I really want to talk about today is what we are consuming, kind of the menus, if you will, that we're feeding our families on a daily or weekly basis and how that's contributing to your health. And really what inspired me to do this was I remember hearing a statistic which absolutely just blew me away. And that statistic was talking about children, and it said all children born after the year 2000, 1/3 of all children in that group would be diagnosed with diabetes at some point in their lifetime. 1/3. That means 1/3 of the population born after the year 2000. We know today that we have a huge obesity epidemic and we have an increase in disease and illness. And there is a lot of research out there that can direct it back to not only what we eat. We live in a society where there's over-processed foods. It's about convenience, fast foods, you name it, but also contributed to environmental causes as well. And so there's a lot of theories, but this is what I want to talk about, because what most people are not aware of is that they're feeding their families a very highly acidic type of diet. If you're eating meats, a lot of red meats, even chicken and poultry will land on the acidic side of the pH scale. And what am I talking about there? Basically, this is upside down. This is a pH scale, or a chart. 7.0, the green here, is basically neutral. The human body, when it's really performing at its best, is maintaining a pH level of about 7.365, which is on the alkaline side, this being alkaline and this being acidic, okay? And so majority of foods that people are consuming are highly acidic, and so when we have an overabundance of acid in our bodies, it makes it more difficult for our body to basically remove the acid waste products, and we're not able to properly, flush out toxins or detoxify our body. And so what I want to talk about is really ways that we can combat the acid problem with our menus today. And so number one of the solutions is that you can feed your family a more high alkaline type of diet, because we need to be working in that more alkaline state, if you will, okay? Foods like broccoli, spinach, asparagus, a lot of salad greens, a lot of vegetables, or bananas are a great fruit source of alkalinity, okay? If you're like me, where I live, we don't have access to a lot of fresh vegetables year-round, and so we have to look at other creative types of solutions to be able to make sure that our family is able to detoxify and really flush out the toxins like we need to. And so the other thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is really what I want to address in this video, is the beverages that your family is consuming. Because here's another statistic. Kids today are drinking more soda, or if you live in Michigan or the Midwest like me, you may call it pop. They're drinking more pop or soda than any other beverage, okay? That means that they're consuming highly acidic fluids on a regular basis, not to mention all of the sugar and the carbonation can break down the enzymes in your body, and that's a whole other story. The other thing that I want to talk about is other drinks that you may be giving your children, like sports drinks or bottled water. Bottled water can be very misleading. A lot of times families think that they're doing their families a favor by buying bottled water because it says that it's purified, and they think that it's healthier and a safer alternative than their tap water. And if your tap water is chlorinated, then you probably don't want to be drinking that either. But here's the thing. Bottled water is also very highly acidic. And the reason is because pH can change through vibration and sunlight. And so when you think about the fact that bottled water goes through a packaging process and then it has to be shipped to a store, it sits on a store shelf, and then it ends up in your home, chances are it's pretty acidic, which I'm going to demonstrate here for you today. And then I want to talk really about the solution that we use within our home. And so first of all, I have just a few examples. You may have seen this product, Dasani water, on the market. What I'm going to show you is actually just do a quick pH demonstration on each of these products. You may also have seen Smart Water on store shelves. Maybe you've purchased this yourself. We have Propel, which is a sports drink similar to like a Gatorade, something like that. And so we're going to go ahead and test the Propel. And I'm just using a little bit, and hopefully I don't make a mess with the pop like I did last time. And we have Sprite, and I'm just using a clear fluid so that you can actually see the color change in the water. This next cup actually has tap water right here from my tap in my kitchen. And then lastly, I have a pitcher of ionized alkaline water, which came from that machine. Hopefully you can see it on my countertop right back there. That's an actual ionized alkaline water technology. And so we're going to go ahead and pour that in the last cup, okay? And so what we're gonna do is just a quick pH demonstration. So I just need to use, and you can do this yourself just by getting a pH test kit for yourself, but we're gonna put a few drops of the solution and see what colors we can come up with here, and then we're gonna test it against the pH chart. Whoops. There's tap water. And there is the alkaline water. Okay, so now let me show you exactly what this looks like. Here is again the pH chart. Now first we have our Dasani water. Let's mix that up. Okay, Dasani, if you can see, that is a kind of a yellowish orange type of color, which is acid on the pH scale. Next we have Smart Water, and Smart Water is, it's actually kind of a fluorescent green, so it's a little bit, it's better than the Dasani. It's more neutral than it is as far as the Dasani water goes. It's kind of a bright green color there. Then we have our Propel. Okay, this is probably going to shock you because Propel is very orange, which means it is highly, highly acidic. And it's about the same color as the Sprite. So if you think you're doing your kids a favor by giving them sports drinks, it is the equivalent of feeding them pop or soda. And then we have our tap water here from my tap source, which is in the green. And I want to show you the difference here because there's two different colored greens. There's a bright green and a dark green, and you'll notice the difference here between the Smart Water and the tap water. The tap water is a darker green. This is a brighter fluorescent green, which represents a little bit more acid. And then we have the water from my ionizer system, which is a nice bright purplish color, which is alkaline, which is actually where we want it to be. This is how I flush out my system every day, by drinking alkaline water. Now let me show you also what happens, because every time you drink one of these beverages, you need to doubly flush out your system to get rid of that acid. And so let's go ahead and add some alkaline water. Okay, so it takes a little bit of alkaline water, and that goes ahead and it neutralizes that Dasani water. We have the Smart Water next, okay, and that has neutralized that acid. And now we have the Propel. Ooh, I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can see the first two. Those are neutralized. And look at the difference in the amounts. I just filled up this cup, and it is still orange. It is going to take volumes of water to neutralize the acid in that sports drink. Next we have the Sprite, and chances are it's going to be pretty much the same. Yes, that means for every glass of soda you drink, you're going to have to drink multiple glasses of good quality water just to flush out the acid. And then we have our tap water, and that has turned a nice purple. And then of course we have the alkaline water. So this is just a quick demonstration showing you that we've got to flush out the acid from the bottled water. We have Propel, we have Sprite, which is absolutely horrible for you, and then of course we have our water. Now this is why this is a solution, because again, we don't have access to a lot of fresh vegetables, and so we've installed an ionized alkaline water system so that we can have good quality, electron-rich, detoxifying, antioxidant water right at our tap. Every day we use it for cooking, we use the acidic water for cleaning. It's really multi-purpose, and that has been our solution in our home to make sure that we are always giving our body that chance to detoxify itself so that it is really maintaining an optimal pH level for optimum health. And so I hope that this has been educational for you. I hope that it has, in the very least, opened your eyes to what you may be giving your children on a daily basis and how that could be affecting their overall health. Again, you can do quick searches and learn more about acidity versus alkalinity. If you have any questions or would like more information on ionized alkaline water technology systems, please feel free to contact me. I can certainly help you out with that. And I am wishing you the absolute best to your health, and make it a fantastic